Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we're in the big block modifieds here at Williams Grove. They finally made a fixed series for these cars, so I really wanted to run them. Made a paint scheme as well, which looks pretty good to me. We didn't have a great time in practice, but that was literally right when the track was fresh, and it's a little bit better now because it's a little bit slick in the beginning. But I ran a 246 in the practice before this, so hopefully I can get that kind of speed again. We'd have pole with that if everybody stayed with their times from practice. But the bottom has been worn in. That's about it. Everywhere else really hasn't been worn in yet. But Williams Grove is one of my more favorite tracks, so I'm happy that these are here. And it's actually decent participation. I think there was about 30 people that registered. And let's just see if we can get a good run in for this. These cars are interesting to drive. I have not ran them much ever because they've only really been in an open. But they're interesting because you sit like right in the middle of the car, like a 358 in a way, but they drive a lot better than the 358s in my opinion. I don't like the 358s much, but these are better for sure. What did we get on that one? 464, not terrible. That probably will be our quickest lap too, because we had the run in from 3 and 4. I don't think this second lap will be quicker by any means. Trying to catch this grip up here to keep the car's momentum up a little bit better and trying to keep it a little bit straighter. Second lap, don't think we're gonna be quicker. 6:12, no we're not. Ethan up there got a 298, good lap by him, but we're not too far back, which I'm happy with. We're still top 5 at the moment. But looking at the paint scheme, I like the way it looks though. I like the colors on it and stuff. We got the name on the back, like my last name at least, but I like the way the car looks overall. It is nice. I like the colors. Wanted to get a little bit lighter of a blue, but I couldn't get that to work with like this middle section weirdly with the way it was working. But we are 5th right now. We got Landon Moody in here, so let's see how we can do. We're car 3, so hopefully we can still finish top 5 here once we get to the A-main. But we have some heat races to do first. All right, well, we are 3rd in heat number 1 here. Times are actually pretty tight. If we were like half a tenth quicker, we'd be 3rd. If we're 1/10 slower, we'd be way back here in like 10th or so. So very interesting on how tight the times are. It's pretty cool. But I was worried for a little bit when I was in practice registering for this that there wasn't much participation at first, because there was 4 people, it dropped down to 2, and then once it was getting closer to the time, people started really registering for it. So I was happy about that. I was hoping for a decent participation amount of people for this race, but a lot of people don't like Williams Grove, which is understandable, but I love this track. I'm waiting on everybody to grid up here, and then we can get rolling. Everybody's there now, but really first times I've been in the big blocks. I think I've ran like maybe 1 race of these before ever. So I am happy to have a fixed series. The dirt midgets have a fixed series now. The pro late models have a fixed series now. The 360s have a fixed series. So I'm very happy about that. We have a lot more that we can run now, because I probably won't touch the limited late models anymore, because I loved the pro late models before, but they're all open set beforehand. Now they have a fixed series, so I'm very excited about that. The pro late models used to be my favorite car to drive when I like streamed on Twitch like 4 or 5 years ago. And I had time to kind of mess with the setup. I didn't know what I was doing, but it helped me. I got a little bit okay at it, I'd say, and I did pretty decent in them, but that was way back then on a completely different tire model than it is now. But with those being fixed, I'm probably going to try to run them again at some point. But a lot of things are at I-55 this week, so I didn't want to run the pro late models at I-55 and the supers at I-55. It just would have been a very similar kind of race to each other, but I want to get them at different tracks in a week, and we might run both. But I want to try to run the big blocks weekly if we can. I'll probably throw the dirt midgets in there every now and then. The 410s are at USA this week, so I'm probably going to run those, because I like USA a lot. Also gonna probably run the Xfinity series on the oval side at Darlington this week. I want to try to run Xfinity this season instead of trucks. Just have a different kind of car that we race.
Get ready to roll here, man. That's fun.
Well, let's see how we do here. Hopefully we can do well in our heat race.
Take guys off. Be ready. We are going. Be ready.
Maybe can move up a spot, but probably gonna fall back a spot. Try to hold this bottom lane. This guy's right on our outside.
Clear outside.
Running tight through 1 and 2.
Clear high.
He got by us clean though. He just carried slight bit more momentum through it. Try to drive this thing like a super late model if I can. I don't know if that's completely right or not, but they have some horsepower to them. I don't know how much compared to like the super late model and stuff, but I think of them kind of similarly. I can't say that word very well. We felt like the 4th. That's not awful, to be fair. That's only 7th in the A main. But this track's gonna get kind of worn in through this heat number 2. I don't think there'll be a LCQ. I don't think there will be. Because I think there was 14, 15 people on this. I think they would all go to the A main. But it seems like people are running pretty clean, which is pretty good. I'm happy to see that. A little too much throttle there on exit. It was getting sideways with the rear tires just a bit. See if we could try to get by this 6 car in front of us, Joshua. But yeah, the bottom was a little bit tough off the start because that outside lane just rolled it a little bit better, pinching us down, and he got by us easy. So bottom for the A main might be a little tough as well. We'll have to see. Because it is starting to get a little slick on entry into 1. Maybe a little bit on exit as well. So I'm trying to run where this grip is for the most part. See if we can maybe get a run on the 6 car here at any point.
Good job, buddy. 2 more, man. Come on.
2 more laps here in the heat race.
9-2.
But yeah, everything that they like added as a fixed series has like heat races. Like the pro late models have heat races, I'm pretty sure. The midgets, I'm pretty sure, do as well. Like a lot of things have heat races. These do. So a little bit longer videos, I'd say, for the dirt side at least. It's interesting that like the pro late model has heats, but the super late model does not. The same with the 410s to the 360s. But yeah, people were running pretty tight here for the most part. We had a gap behind 5th place, but everyone was kind of slightly spread out, but kind of on top of each other in a way. So, but I think passing is going to be pretty tough until the track starts to really slick off here. But we'll watch heat number 2 here, see what goes on. But I want to see that very start actually, because he got by us pretty easy. Because he was able just to run right on the edge of that grip there. Had a little bit more momentum than us going into turn 1, and was able to carry that mainly right by us on the outside. I was just pinched down a little bit, so couldn't get a great run off really, and he just had a good run off turn 2. But good first heat. I'm happy about that. So let's go over to heat number 2 here and see how they do. Hopefully they have a pretty good race. I think Landon is in the 5, I want to say. Probably gonna watch some of him. Yeah, he's in the 5 car, so good luck to him. He's starting in 4th, but that worked out for the guy that was in my heat starting 4th. He got to 3rd. But I'm excited for some new series to run. It'll be a lot of fun. Get away from the slower cars a little bit, like from the street stocks, the limiteds, the 305s in a way. Because I do want to try the 360 sprints, because they'd be a good median, I think, from 305 to 410s. Because I'm pretty good in the 305, still learning sprint cars a little bit, but I have decent speed in the 305s, but the 360s would probably be pretty good for me because the 410s are pretty tough. They get so sideways so easily, so I think the 360s would be a perfect middle ground for me. Trying to learn the sprint car a little more. Probably have to actually mess with the wing slightly in them. I know the 410s you can use the wing a lot. The 305s I don't even use the wing, I just leave it at 0, so it'll be interesting to see how they run and stuff. Definitely will try them out this season. But I want to try to run big blocks every week. Want to try to run the supers every week. Maybe the 410s as well. And one other of the random dirt ones, like the dirt midgets, pro late models, 360, something like that. Maybe the UMPs every now and then as well. The UMPs seem a lot looser than these are, so that's interesting to me. I don't know if they're longer. I think they are. I think they have a longer rear end. Because these cars seem like so tiny and compact, like they don't seem too difficult to drive, but driving is a whole different thing than being fast.
Green
Because it
flag.
could be easy to drive and I could be slow as all hell. So we'll see how it goes. 8 car kind of had a terrible angle into turn 1, slid up right in front of Landon there. Don't know if he's gonna be able to work that inside. He got right back behind the 8 though. The 8 car looks, oh my god, the 11's going flipping. The 13,
That was uncalled for.
the 13 sent it in there and now 11
Yeah.
went flipping.
Why?
That was aggressive. His car flipped so quick into the barrier. That was crazy. We saw that out of like the corner of the screen. That was hilarious. We'll see if Landon can make this work at all behind the 8 car. He qualified 4th for this heat though, so if he finishes 4th, he's not losing anything out of it like we did, but we'll be starting next to him if he finishes 4th. We'll be to his inside. Oh, excuse me. Tired. I still have my league race later tonight too. My final, my finale at least of the season in the next gen cars. But pretty calm heat besides what happened in 3 and 4 on the first lap. I think they're on lap 3 or something like that. Battle for the lead is heating up a little. Oh, the 4 car got super sideways. He screwed up that corner. The 8 car is actually going to take the lead out of all that. Wow.
Man, maybe it was a mistake coming down to run this.
That was kind of crazy. I want us to go back and see what happened. Oh, the 12 got into him for him to get that sideways. He pushed him. That is exactly what happened. Okay. That makes a little sense. I didn't think that somebody threw it in there that hard and got that sideways, but top 4 are on top of each other hard right here. The 8 car is kind of pulling away slightly. What a turn of events. The 4 car who was on pole is back in 4th right now. And they're on lap 6 of 8 currently. 8 car went from 3rd to 1st. Ooh, the 4 car is diving it in there. Is he going to be able to hold it off of turn 4? The top lane, or the higher lane, I should say. Not really a top lane yet. It's like the middle lane. Had some more speed off the corner. As long as you don't get too sideways. So Landon in the 5 is holding 3rd right now. The 4 car is trying to make that bottom work desperately. Try to make anything up that he can. They're going into the final lap here, though. 4 car had a really good 3 and 4. He just loses so much off the corner. Almost slid up into him really tight off of turn 2. If Landon just runs the bottom here, he'll block the 4 car. He decides to run high. 4 car is really diving it in there. Is he going to be able to hold it off turn 4? Landon got him at the line, I believe. Tight race. The 4 is probably pissed at the 12, which I would be too. Yeah, he just breaks so he doesn't get hit by him. Yeah, I understand why. But we are going to be starting in 7th here. Yeah, we were in the first heat. We're going to be starting 7th here. 40 lap main. That is a longer main than I'm used to, but we'll get used to it. But hopefully we don't have too many cautions here. Hopefully it's a pretty clean, fun race. I know this 4 car to my outside is going to be fast and probably pissed off. That guy that left was not in front of us, so it's not going to benefit us at all. But we will see what happens here in this race. Hopefully it gets a pretty clean one. I'm hoping it is. But that second heat, everybody was right on top of each other there at the end. And I thought my heat was pretty tight with each other, but the second heat was even closer with the top 2 getting into each other. And the 8 car got like a blessing. He went from 3rd to 1st in one corner, just missing them 2 going up the track, and held his line pretty well and got a great run. He didn't get caught by the 12 either. He ran really well. Like, the times in qualifying were very tight, so this race should be pretty good, I would think. Hopefully it is, at least. Oh, Cody's joining back too late. That's unfortunate. He's going to be in the pits for the start of the race, because he literally joined back as the time was hitting 0. So that's unfortunate. But I'm just hoping we can do all 40 laps, try to have a good race, maybe try to get some spots, because the track's getting worn in now, but it may become just like a higher lane track the more it gets worn in on the bottom. We'll see. Because if it gets too wide, you might be able to start making the inside work again. I don't know how slicked off it is here in 3 and 4. Let's see. Because it seemed like the 4 car was able to make the bottom work pretty well. He went in super low. Yeah, only the entry of 3 and 4 is slicked off. There's a good bit of grip in the center of the corner, and then the slick's really only at the very bottom of 4. So through 1 and 2, it's pretty slick throughout the entire corner, but 3 and 4, there's like a decent break in the center of a corner, and really only the bottom is slicked off at the exit. So that'll be interesting to see, but it's going to be rough at the beginning of this race for us being on the bottom. Hopefully we can get singled out and get to that higher lane where the grip is. This car is so bouncy at slow speed. It's like do. Like when you're off throttle, it's only when you're off throttle. When you're on throttle, it's okay. Even at the slow speeds. On throttle slightly doesn't have the bumpiness. Alright, hopefully we can have a good one here. First like race in a big block in ever, I think. Trying to get a good start here. 4 car got a great jump behind. He had a lot of speed. Try not to slide up if possible. I think we're going to jump up right behind the 4 car here. Not right behind, but we're behind the 4 car. He's the one that was in front of us. Overdrove that a little bit too much on entry. I definitely need to get used to these cars though. Oh, 12 car got up into somebody, the 1 car up there. He's getting the top numbers pissed off at him. he had the 4 car, and now he's got the 1 car. 6 car slid up in front of us, had to get on the brakes slightly. Checked up there too much. I should have just let off the gas, but I thought that we were going to run into the 6 there.
21.08.
6 car up into the 4 slightly. This 4 car is getting beat around. I don't know who it is at all, but if like that was me, I'd be pissed off at people right now. Just continuously running into me right now. Because he got moved out of the way for the lead. He should be up there in like the top 2-3 spots, honestly. He's going to slide up in front of the 6 there. Check them both up. I am on your inside 6 car. I had nowhere I could go. I was trying to not run into that wall down there. But I don't think we got too badly damaged. Our front, oh wait, our front left looks bad. Yeah, our left front looks bad. It looks bent the wrong way, honestly. So that's not good. But yeah, the 4 car threw a slider like right in to where he could fit, and the 6 car ran in the back of him, didn't cross him over, and then they came all the way down off of turn 2. I had nowhere to go at that point. Well, I don't think the 6 knew I was there, I'm assuming, and just got turned. Really couldn't do much about that, but my left front looks bent in the wrong way, if you see that. Like, it looks bent in wrong. Hopefully it doesn't affect us too much. I don't know if these are going to be single or double file restarts, though, either. We'll figure that out, I think, next time by. But yeah, my left front does not look good, honestly. And I think we're going to be in 7th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're in 7th right now because the 6 car was in front of us at the line, but he was spun out off of turn 2. So he's towards the back now. So if it is double file, we're gonna be on the bottom once again, which sucks. But I'm just trying to do my best. I'm just hoping the car drives okay at this point. If the car doesn't drive okay, that's not gonna be okay. We're gonna really struggle the rest of this race. It is too damn early to have this damage. And like, I wasn't even trying to be super aggressive or anything. I was just going to the inside because 2 guys checked up, and then they came all the way down off of turn 2. So I really didn't have anywhere to go besides slamming on the brakes. Is this single or double file? It's double file. Okay. This is going to be interesting because this bottom lane sucks. Bottom lane absolutely sucks. But hopefully the 6 after the race goes back and sees what happened, because I didn't try to wreck him. I just don't think he knew I was there. I think he was just trying to get back to the inside of the 4 car and didn't realize there was a car to his inside. Because if they would have stayed like half a lane higher where I wouldn't have gone straight into the fence at the bottom, I think we would have been fine. And they would have just pulled off for me off of turn 2 and everything would have been okay. My starts in these things are not good though. I need to get better at the starts for sure. because that's both of these starts so far has been bad for us. Oh, I think that guy got the opening on the back stretch on my outside. Oh, we get a caution, and the 9 car was in front of us at the line. That's unfortunate. Probably a caution towards the back. I didn't see anything happen in front of us. But these caution laps are a little long because Williams Grove is a really long like paperclip track. So I'll bring you guys back or get ready to take the green. All right, we'll be on the outside for the first time this race for a restart. Hopefully that goes better than the bottom was for us. Maybe I'm just like not getting on throttle hard enough for the restart. I don't know. Because I've just been really slow on the restart, trying not to spin the tires, but maybe that's not the right thing in these cars. These things suck driving at a slow speed, though. They're like the freaking late models in a way. They suck at driving at slow speed. I absolutely hate them. See the leader a little better here. Yeah, the outside just gets a little bit better of a run because it's not slick down there. Or it's not slick up here for where they were running. I'm shocked the 4 car ran low there.
Inside, they're low.
But he made it work. Everybody's accordioning up in the corner. 4 cars trying to get by the 12 here. Somewhat clean, it seems like. I'm shocked by that. I thought he'd just like right rear him, but he's sliding up slightly there in 1 and 2. My car doesn't drive too bad for having the left front damage, which is good. Oh, the 12 got into the back of the 4. They must have some history or something, or at least the 12 just overdrives the corners. I don't know. Something like that.
21.067. Clear.
Either the 12 overdrives corners or he does not like the 4 car. I don't know. And I should have been more patient on my throttle that corner, and I could have just came up in front of the 9 fine, but I was just spinning my tires on exit. Because the bottom is just not the place to be. And if somebody can pass me on the bottom, go right ahead, because I can't make it work. People just pass me on the outside. Need that cutoff line off these corners to be quick, it seems.
21.144.
Trying to keep the car straight on exit as much as possible. Just need to get the car rotated enough. But yeah, I don't know if my damage really is hurting us that badly, or I know I need to learn these cars for sure. I'm not great in them, obviously. It would definitely be a learning process through this season, but I'm excited for the new series. Like just the multiple new fixed series that are in iRacing now. I don't know if they did the same thing on the roadside or not. I haven't really heard much because I don't run the roadside ever. But if they were to add like a fixed everything like they kind of did for dirt now, it'd be really good. Because then people like me who never run road would probably be more inclined to do so. I did hit an A license last season on road, which was pretty good. I'm happy about that. The only one I don't have A is the dirt roadside, but the rally stuff I just don't do much. Did it for a little bit, but it's just, it's different, but the races are just so low participation. Like there's just 5 people or so per race. There's just not a lot of people. There's like maybe 8 in a total in a rally race. Like they'll split you up at 8 max, I think. Something like that. It's just weird. Six cars trying to get to our inside here. At least I know where my car is to the wall in these cars because I'm sitting right in the middle and I'm like right next to the wall. So that's nice. I do like that about these cars for sure. Oh, I went way too deep into that corner. I went way too deep. I had a hell of a run on exit.
Clear. 21.173.
9 car is going low on exit. Probably to try to find some grip for the car. Yeah, I suck in 3 and 4 completely. For him to make that pass like that, I completely suck in 3 and 4.
21.19.
I'm okay in 1 and 2, I think. It's 3 and 4 I need to really work on at this track. But places where you have to like either be right on the wall, I suck at usually in any car. The 6 car is kind of running like a really low slider line. It's working for him, so that's interesting. You're definitely slow on exit, but if you can get up in front of somebody on exit, then that's pretty good. You can just slow down their momentum or they're going to have to cross you over. Oh, they're wrecking up here. Somebody's flipping. The 1 car is flipping. 6 car got into the 9 there. But that sucks a lot for the number 1 car. He went flipping. So that's 1 spot we'll get back. We'll be back in 8th for this next restart. So don't know exactly what happened. I think the 12 car might have been the one that got into him. I could be wrong though. I thought it was pretty close, but not 100% sure. We'll go back and see all the incidents after the race. But I'll bring you guys back and get ready to take the green again.
Outside.
All right, on the outside again for this restart, which I'm happy with. I'm happy we're on the outside again. But that 6 had a really good line there in 3 and 4. We need to like follow and learn from that because he has a really good line through there. Obviously, his car is not too damaged from the spin out earlier with us. I think I honestly got more damage than he did out of it. He just lost the track position, but he's gained it back. He's pretty quick
Sunday drive.
in this slick track state, so I need to learn a little bit better. Try to get a good start here if we can. Not amazing, but not terrible. 12 and the 6 get together. I have to check up for that. But we were running straight in the back of the 6. Oh, and we're just getting spun. We save it, but
Good job.
lost some spots, which sucks.
Still there. Clear if you need it.
Try to gain them back if we can. Because when you try not to run over somebody, you usually get ran over, which is exactly what happened.
Clear. 22.134.
Should be able to clear off a 2 here. Yes, we do. All right, let's try to run this line if we can without running into the 11. That was sketchy. That 6 car is making moves up there. He really is. He's very quick. He got in front of the 12 now.
20 laps to go. So this thing's about
That
over.
12 car has gotten into a bunch of people, though. He got into the 6 there on the restart. Really let off early. Try to get it down here. Rotated. It seems decent if you could run it right. I'm probably not running it correct. He's making a move on the 4 up there. Jeez, that 6 car is really quick right now. I think it was Joshua. He's killing it on that bottom 3 and 4. 4 car was down there though on him that corner, so he couldn't really run it. I want to see if I can get back in front of this 11 car. 11 goes low there. We probably can cross him over here. Nope, I straightened out way too bad. That was a weird feeling. That 6 car wants to run the bottom so bad with the 4s inside of him.
Outside.
Yeah, I think we can make the pass on this 11 car. Especially if he runs the bottom again. He does not. Have to check out to not run into him. Don't get as good of an exit as I wanted. There goes the 6 again, right on the bottom. He is so quick down there. He slides up a lot more than what I'm doing right now. I could tell. So he gets up into like that little bit of a grip area in the center of the corner.
583.
Want to get a run here on the 11. Kind of did. That was nice.
Side. Clear, clear, clear.
Try to run the outside by him if possible. I suck in 3 and 4. Jeez, I was so sideways there.
21.5.
But top and 1 and 2 is fast. Bottom and 3 and 4 seems is like the quick way around right now. Yeah, I did not go through 3 and 4 well there. I was trying to run too much on the bottom, I think. That 6 car is making moves. He's up in like 3rd now. Oh my gosh. He is very, very quick on this slick track. He just wasn't as good on the newer track, which is very interesting. That's like the opposite with me. I'm better on a fresher track, like qualifying track, than I am now. But these are the kind of tracks I need to get better at. Like 100%. This 12 and the 9 are getting all sorts of together right now. Trying to slide up here to the middle of 3 and 4 to try to get a better runoff. That actually worked pretty well.
21.298.
Getting too throttle happy, trying to get by this 11 car. Wait, I threw it way too sideways into that time. I'm just not used to how this car reacts in the slick and stuff yet.
21.575.
Coming up to 10 laps to go. Like, this race would be on the final lap normally of a lot of races I do, but this has 10 extra laps, so the track's gonna get even more worn out than I'm used to also. Which hopefully will help me in some other series, like getting used to some slick tracks.
21.6.
Because I'm wondering if a bunch of these people normally run like the open big block or something, and they don't have a setup maybe, so, but they would love these cars. That's a potential for sure. Much better 3 and 4 that time by.
21.46.
6 car I think is falling back to 4th now. I think his line's not working as well anymore for him, or other people are running it. Yeah, I think I'm throwing it in way too hard into 3 is my guess, because I'm just getting really sideways.
21.632.
I think I need to go in high like that to 1 and 2. Try to run a little bit higher of a line in 3 and 4. See if that works. I am wondering how much my left front damage is affecting me at this point. Because it could be a decent bit, honestly. I don't know. Oh, I got in the wall there. Not what I was wanting to do. I was just trying to enter 3 and 4 high for the grip. But of course, first race in the new series, we end up in a wreck though. Like, not me ending up in a wreck, but me spinning somebody out and like causing a wreck, but not necessarily on purpose or anything. Like, I don't feel bad about it because it wasn't of my doing, I feel like. I didn't have a whole lot of choice in the situation.
21.81.
People have gotten pretty spread out. The 6 car is falling back to 5th now. Damn, if this was a 30-lap race, he might have gotten top 3. But he is definitely falling back now. Can tell some people are running straight on the bottom, just from where the grip is built up in 3 and 4. I don't know if that's anybody in front of us, like the very front or anything, but try to pay attention somewhat. Seems like the very front guy is up top. 3rd place, I think, is right along the inside. Yeah, these cars are definitely something I need to get used to with the throttle control and stuff.
21.7.
Because I've gotten better at the super late model. I'm not great at it yet, but I've definitely gotten better at the super late model. The more I've ran them. I just need to
Good job, buddy.
learn how this car drives more with the throttle and in the slick.
21.5.
Starting to catch the 11 car here. Slow and steady. Is he leaving the outside for us? He is. I thank you.
Clear, clear, clear. Last lap.
I hope we can get by him here on the final lap. He's still leaving the outside for us.
Inside, inside, inside. On your clear, clear. 21.559. Inside.
What a run we got out in the back.
Still inside, even up, clear.
Try to get this exit grip. Now the 11 got us, I think.
You're right, Julian. Outside.
Good race with the 11. That was fun.
Outside.
I was catching him there at the end. Where did Landon finish? Landon finished 4th. Nice job. Nice run, man. Ethan got the win by 3 seconds. He was gone from everybody. Jeez. The 6th car did fall back to 5th.
You guys did a great job. Good work.
I want to go back and see the incidents that happened in the beginning of the race, because there was a few that happened early on. Because there was one with us quite early. I think it was like right after this. Because they got together a couple times. Like the 6 slid up on the 4 there. And that's how he got the position early on. And I don't think the 4 appreciated it, but made a clean slider in 1 and 2 on this next corner. The 4 had a great 3 and 4 there. And was able just to stick his car right between the 1 and the 6. And the 6 didn't cross over enough because the 4 kind of parked it. And I was like all the way to the inside. Yeah, that's where our left front damage came from. Just barely clipping this. So actually we hit it pretty hard. So I'm shocked that we actually able to drive after that. But like, I saw that happening, and I ducked low way early, and they just kept coming all the way down the track, and I had nowhere to go at that point, so unfortunate for us completely, because that really hurt my left front. Like, you look how much it's bent. How much was it on the last straightaway? It's still bent, I guess, so it doesn't, I guess it wasn't as bad as I was making it seem, because I didn't notice how much it was before we really hit it, and I pushed it in for sure, so that's unfortunate overall, but definitely need to learn these cars some, which is a fact for me. 14 just got spun out there towards the back. Everybody was accordioning up into the corner off of a restart. 12 car got that outside wall slightly, almost got in the back of Landon there into 3. 7 car super sideways into the corner. 6 car getting into the left rear him with the right rear. They're almost losing it. They all save it though, kept on going. The 1 car with the 4. Oh, the 4 got into the 1 is what happened. Everybody just started accordioning up, and that flipped really weird. They weren't even going that fast, really. Like, just a little bit of a bump. It spun them right around, and then a bump to the front, and flipped right on over. And I see somebody flying in. The 14 car didn't miss him, and he is on his roof. So that's why he ended up going to the pits, and I think left soon after. So that's unfortunate for the 1. He's going to lose a lot of iRating. Oh, yeah, this is where I got clipped by the 14 car. I got in a little too... Oh, wait, no, I didn't get in that sideways. Maybe I just wasn't super fast on entry or something up here. Because the 14 went in a little deeper than I did or something. So we got hit by the 14 going into that corner. Kind of screwed us up for that entry. And then we got hit by the other guy on the inside. Gonna get that opening. Oh my, he really let off the gas not to kill himself, and that's the end of the race. So other than that, it wasn't too many incidents for the rest of the race, but it was getting close between me and the 11 there at the end. Like, I definitely started catching him here the last couple laps. I felt like I started getting into a little bit of a groove the last couple laps. Had a really good run down the back stretch a couple times. Like, look how much of a run I can get in 1 and 2. It's 3 and 4 I just wasn't as good in. I need to get better up here. For sure. I was just sliding way too much, it felt like. Not getting as big of a run. Just never could get it to the line. If the line would have been on the back stretch here, I definitely would have had him, because I had a huge run here down the back stretch. Like, if it was at the opening, I would have just had him. It would have been a tight finish for sure, but then I got way too sideways. I think I went in too low. I'm pretty sure that's probably what the issue was, but hell, we fell back to 9th. Not the worst race, but not great at all. But for first time really being in these cars, I'm happy that I didn't completely wreck the car. I didn't wreck anybody else, really, besides the 6 that kind of wrecked himself on me. So I'm okay with my performance. I need to learn in these cars. It's going to take a while. So let's go see what we end up getting out of the results here. All right, results are in. We gained a little bit of safety somehow. Lost 47. I'm not shocked. We finished 9th, so definitely should have lost a lot like that. We lost 47. We did have, what, a 2x? Oh, we had a 4x. Interesting. Where do we have a 4x from? Oh, getting hit by the 14 probably. I didn't even realize that gave us a 2x, honestly. But I'm still trying to learn how the UI looks and everything. It's really weird looking to me overall, but trying to learn all of it and stuff. Landon up there gained 42, so he got all but 5 of what I lost, which is nice. The 1 car, I'm pretty sure, oh, he finished behind us. He didn't leave? I thought he left. Oh, I guess not. He was still out there, surprisingly. The 14 car ended up leaving, which you guys can't see all the way at the bottom, but he left. You can't see, like, the iRating loss and stuff behind me, but the 1 car actually didn't leave. I thought he did, but we still finished in front of him, probably because he had a lot of damage being flipped and stuff, and he had to start way in the back here to pass people, but oh well. First race in these, it's definitely tough. Got to learn them, and we'll get better throughout the season, so hopefully you guys are excited for the new fixed series on dirt. I am super excited regardless of how I do in the beginning of the season. We might lose a lot of iRate in the start this year, but it's okay. We'll get it back. It's just a number. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.